Okay. And Mark Milano, sorry for the mess up, but did you want to ask your question now?
Sure, thanks. I just wanted to ask if there was any, has been any development at CROI or anywhere else on a problem that comes up in my HIV workshops over and over and over again. And that is that subpopulation of people who have been undetectable for years and cannot get their CD4 counts above 200. We always say just wait and wait, but is there any movement on raising CD4 counts when you're chronically undetectable? And any hope for these people who cannot? It's really tough because they're at risk for all these OIs, even though they've been virally suppressed for years. Are we seeing any talk about that? What can they do?
Great question. Thanks, Mark. Any of our panelists want to chime in and respond here? And then Michael posted in the chat, immunologic non-responders is what Mark is referring to in his question.
And I thought in Case Western, they were actually kind of looking at gene therapy approach to help with that, since they were seeing some sort of benefit from the early Sangamo trials, but I don't know if that trial is currently ongoing. Richard, do you know?
There's long-term, this is Matt Sharp, there's long-term follow-up in the early Sangamo trial, but the company refused to do any further research.
Yeah,
there was the NIH had given some money to look at another trial, a second trial, but I think that trial, because of COVID, just completely died.
Okay.
But that was it.
And Simon posted in the chat about some fostemsavir upcoming studies for low CD4 folks.
And I think there might be one remaining Sangamo study. I'm not 100% sure but it was listed as still ongoing in Cleveland, but it wasn't really focused on people with low CD4 counts. And it is an area where there hasn't really been, there was some activist sort of activity trying to encourage development of adjunct therapies. That wasn't really all that successful. IL-7 was studied for a while, but then the company developing it went bankrupt. There was a study from the FDA at CROI last year trying to see if there was kind of endpoints that could be used as surrogate endpoints for this type of treatment study, and they didn't really have much success. So really, to prove a benefit, you'd have to do very large trials that would look at clinical endpoints. And so it's a difficult area to encourage industry to engage in. There was just a meta-analysis of studies published, which found, kind of as we know, that nobody's really seen any particular effect with anything. And I can post a link to that in the chat. But it's something that we're definitely keeping an eye on and still trying to encourage more studies of.
Bob Bucklew's just reminded us the name of the study is Trailblazer. I knew it had a name. Thank you for that. And he says that it is restarted. So, and it's, but it's not looking at folks with compromised immune systems. So thanks for that update. And I see Simon has his hand raised. Simon, did you want to ask your question?
Yeah, so the phase 3 studies with fostemsavir produced CD4 counts that you haven't seen with any other drugs. So I think that's worth looking at. People who started there with really low CD4 counts, even irrespective of their response to treatment, they got good. A lot of people bounced back over to 200 again, and so there's a signal there that there might be something different. And certainly in terms of research studies coming up, I'd check ViiV for fostemsavir.
And are they doing studies?
Yet, and I'm not sure how far they've been planned.
Are they doing studies? Are they doing studies specifically in non-responders?
Yeah.
Great. That's wonderful. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you for that.